And I have the brand new Beats pill. I ain't gonna lie, it was an insta cop, so let's go ahead and just talk about it. I unboxed this over on my Instagram at Made by MJ, and it's a very clean, minimal, what you would expect from Beats and Apple. Comes with a USB-C cable, comes with paperwork, also comes with a removable lanyard. So overall, the boxing experience is very clean and what you would expect from that company. Here's a quick rundown of the specs that matter when it comes to purchasing this speaker. There's an updated woofer and tweeter, lossless audio via the USB-C cable, charge out via USB-C, meaning you can actually charge your phone. It's advertised at 24 hours of playback, IP67 water and dust rated, so this is ready to go for the beach and for the pool. It's also a speakerphone as well, so you can take calls and activate your voice assistant right from your Beats pill. The new design is very sleek and modern, very portable. It is a lot lighter than the older Beats Pill Plus, and I appreciate that a lot, especially since now that I travel a lot. I constantly fly back from California to Texas multiple times throughout the year, plus other places. So having something portable like this is going to be pretty great, at least for me anyways. It does include a lanyard option, however I took mine off as of now, but whenever I do travel like I just stated, I'll probably be putting it back in. Now I mentioned that it is lighter, and you can definitely feel it when you have both the older Beats pill and the newer Beats pill together. In fact, when you take a look at the older Beats pill, you have like onboard physical buttons, very clicky, and then you have this unique design where you see the grills on both sides here. Of course, this featured lightning, but for the 2024 Beats pill, they went for a different approach. They actually added a 20-degree upward angle so the music is facing you. Very similar design approach to the Soundcore Motion Plus, which also features that upward angle that you would see on the new Beats pill. Much like the newer Apple products, this also features USB-C, so that's a nice change of pace because the Lightning was getting kind of old. Hopefully we get to see AirPod Maxes come out with USB-C pretty soon this year. And on the back as well, it has like a very silicone rubbery finish. The buttons may not be as tactile, but you do kind of get an indent there and it makes you feel like you're actually pushing a button. Very cool. I like the design of this a lot. They're advertising this speaker as seriously loud. I'm sure everybody saw the Lil Wayne and LeBron James commercial where the room is feeling like a condo and it's keeping everybody up, right? I can say, as someone who lives in a one-bedroom apartment, only about 1,000 square feet, it does fill up the room and it is really loud. One thing that I did notice though is if you're comparing this directly to the Beats Pill Plus from way back when, if you put that at 100%, it does sound a little bit clearer than the newer 2024 Beats pill. However, that's just in my personal experience. I don't know, it might vary between device. However, if you're listening to this new speaker at about 50 to 75% volume, man, the sound is insane. It's probably one of my favorite speakers in terms of audio that I've heard in a long time. The newer 2024 Beats pill has a bigger racetrack woofer that packs more of a punch with that deeper and fuller bass. On the website, it mentions that it pushes about 90% more air, so for bigger sound, you're gonna get that real big when it comes to listening to your music, even at high volumes. However, they do mention that at high volumes there shouldn't be too much distortion, but again, in my personal experience, it did sound just a little bit more washed out than the older Beats Pill Plus did. However, when you're combining this newer bass technology with the newer updated tweeter and with that 20-degree tilt, it is wonderful. Whether I'm sitting at my desk, whether I'm on the couch, whether I'm in my bedroom and I have the speaker placed on the nightstand, the music sounds good. I'll even go as far as to say that it is better than my Soundcore Motion Plus. However, the Soundcore Motion Plus does have better bass, but when you're taking into account that the Beats Pill has the bass plus the clarity plus good mids, it's overall probably my favorite listening experience, and it's gonna be my #1 speaker as of right now. I don't own a Sonos speaker. I haven't owned like a Bose portable speaker or even a JBL, so if you're looking for an alternative to the Beats Pill, that might be your best pick to go for a JBL speaker. But if you're looking at Beats and that price point, man, it is really hard to beat, especially when you take into account that a lot of Beats products go on sale. I'm sure when you're scrolling on Amazon, you see the Beats Studio Pros, the Solo Buds, or the Solos going for a very cheap price. I even bought my Beats Studio Pros for like $179 when they're originally $349. On Black Friday or even on Prime Day coming up, I potentially see this speaker being like $100 or $120, and at that price point, forget about it, man. That is where it's at. That speaker is good, the music is phenomenal, and if you're bumping it, like I said, in that 75% range, the music is probably going to be the best music that you've heard in a minute. I don't have a subscription to Apple Music or to Tidal, so I wasn't able to test lossless audio that way. However, I do make custom beats and I render those tracks at really high quality, so I was able to play my beats on the Beat speaker, no pun intended, with my phone, and it included USB-C cable, and it sounded really good. On the Beats website, they advertise up to 24 hours of battery life. Now, when this device was shipped to me, it had about 60 to 65%, and I personally have not had to charge it yet. Think about what I said in the audio section, and that is the fact that I only listen to my music at about 50 to 65%, and man, even at night, I'm listening to it at between 35 to 40 in my bedroom. So I'm not consuming that much power out of the speaker by listening to it at a higher volume. But regardless, I haven't had to charge it yet, and I've had the speaker with me for about 4 to 5 days. But even if you do gotta charge it, I mean, it's got something called fast fuel. A quick 10-minute charge can get you up to 2 hours of playback, so it's essentially fast charge for this speaker. You can also charge your phone with this, and it works flawlessly, but it's nothing to really brag about. Yeah, it increased my battery, but I'm most likely just gonna keep using the MagSafe charger that's on my desk, or the Ugreen charger that I have in my bedroom that's at 45 watts that I use to charge for pretty much all of my devices. Overall, this speaker is it. For the price, it's unbeatable. The music sounds phenomenal. The quality is great. The fact that it has quick charge, the fact that it can charge your phone. It also works as a speakerphone, but I didn't really cover that because it's not like I'm really using that, and I didn't want to lie to you guys. I'm not gonna use that at all, probably, considering that my apartment is pretty much armed with all types of Amazon Alexa devices. I hope she did not turn on, but regardless of that, I don't see myself using that feature a lot, and I also don't really take calls using my speaker. I have my AirPods for that, so I didn't really cover it just because I didn't want to lie to you guys and hype it up or downplay it for no reason. But I see myself using this a lot for music. I already have it on my desk. Even though I have a whole speaker system set up, I have it there on my desk to just bump music really quickly, especially when I'm moving around the apartment. And of course, since it's an Apple product, it's connected to everything: my MacBook, my iPads, my iPhones. Super excited to have this in my home, and it's probably an accessory that I'm going to keep for a minute. As a Beats fan, I've always wanted to own a newer Beats speaker, especially after trying out my girlfriend's old Beats Pill Plus. Nonetheless, if you don't own a Bluetooth speaker, or if you're an audiophile like me and you just own a bunch of them, pick this up. This is definitely a purchase. I would say a 9 out of 10 for me. Anyways, like this video and share with your friends, and please make sure to subscribe to me. It does help the channel out. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would help a lot if you guys could get me there and I can keep making content like this. But if you stayed all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.